You've got the product dialed in. It's genuinely useful, looks great, and solves a real problem. Your website, sleek, fast, and optimized for conversions. You even nailed the ads, clear messaging, targeting on point, decent click-throughs. But then, crickets. People visit, maybe even browse a bit, but they don't buy. Or worse, they add it to their cart and vanish. You sit there refreshing your analytics, wondering what went wrong. You did everything right, so why are they still saying no? It turns out, the no isn't always about your product, or even your pricing. It's about the way the human brain is wired. Let's start with decision fatigue. Ever scroll through Netflix for 30 minutes and end up watching nothing? That's decision fatigue in action. The brain gets overwhelmed by too many choices and opts out completely. Now imagine your website has 10 pricing tiers, 3 pop-ups, and a 20-option product filter. That no might not be rejection, it might be exhaustion. Then there's loss aversion. Psychologically, people hate losing more than they love winning. So even if your offer is great, if there's any risk, like no clear return policy or confusing guarantees, they hesitate. To them, it feels safer to walk away than risk making the wrong choice. And don't forget the paradox of choice. More options don't always mean more sales. In fact, offering fewer, clearer choices can lead to higher conversions. It sounds backward, but simplicity builds confidence. Too many options make people second-guess themselves, and second-guessing leads to no. And the big one, trust barriers. People don't buy when they don't feel safe. That little doubt, is this legit? Or, will this work for me, can kill a sale instantly. If your testimonials feel fake, your brand voice is inconsistent, or there's no human touch in your messaging, people start backing off even if they want what you're offering. So, your customers' no might not be personal. It might just be psychology. Let's break down the mistakes, those subtle psychological tripwires that push your customers away without you even realizing it. First up, too many options. If your product page looks like a menu at a diner with 87 items, it's time to simplify. More choices might feel like you're giving people freedom, but it actually creates pressure. People freeze when they're unsure, and an overwhelmed mind says, no, just to escape the stress. Next, fear-based copy. Trying to scare your audience into buying might get attention, but it rarely earns trust. Lines like, act now before it's too late, or, don't miss out or you'll regret it, might trigger skepticism instead of urgency. Nobody likes feeling manipulated. Then there's weak or generic social proof. Testimonials that sound like bots wrote them, great service. Highly recommend, aren't convincing. People want real, relatable stories. If they can't see someone like themselves in your success stories, they won't feel like your solution is for them. Inconsistent branding is another killer. If your website has one tone, your email's another, and your social media feels like a different business entirely, people notice. Inconsistency feels shady, and shady never sells. Finally, hiding the cost or adding surprise fees at checkout. Big mistake. Nothing breaks trust faster than feeling tricked. Be upfront, be clear, and don't make people dig for the truth. Think about this like a checklist. Are you offering too many choices? Using fear to sell? Is your social proof actually convincing? Does your brand feel like one voice, or a bunch of random ones? And are you being fully transparent? These mistakes might feel small, but they build up, and the result is a customer who quietly backs out before hitting buy. Alright, now let's flip the script. You know what's pushing your customers away, so here's how to start pulling them in, using proven psychological strategies that work with the brain, not against it. Start with micro commitments. These are small yeses that lead to bigger ones. Instead of asking for the sale right away, invite people to take a smaller action first, like downloading a free guide, signing up for a quick quiz, or watching a short demo. Every tiny action builds momentum and makes the next yes easier. It's like a psychological snowball. Next, reciprocity. When you give something valuable first, people feel naturally inclined to give back. That could be a helpful email series, a useful free tool, or personalized advice. The key is to give without expecting anything right away, and watch how many people come back ready to buy. Then there's framing. This is all about how you position your offer. Instead of saying, this product costs $50, say, you'll save hours of time for just $1.60 a day. You're offering the same value, but now it feels like a smart investment instead of a big spend. The way you frame your message can make or break the emotional reaction behind a purchase. Now let's talk scarcity, the right way. Scarcity works because it signals value, but it has to be real. A genuine limited time offer or a product that's truly low in stock can create urgency. Just avoid fake countdown timers or overused tactics. People can smell manufactured pressure, and it backfires. Use these ideas to shape your landing pages, offers, and emails. Ask for small actions first, give before asking, position your offer in a way that feels like a win, and create honest urgency. The goal isn't to trick anyone, it's to guide people toward a decision that already makes sense for them. And when you combine these psychology-based fixes, you don't just reduce no's, you start earning more enthusiastic yeses. Let me give you a real-world example of how this plays out. There's this small online coaching business, great service, passionate founder, everything was in place. But their sales page just wasn't converting. Tons of traffic, barely any sign-ups. So we took a closer look through the lens of business psychology. First change, we simplified their offer. Instead of 3 packages with long descriptions, we narrowed it down to one clear, irresistible starter plan. Decision fatigue, gone. Next, we added micro commitments. Instead of asking for a full commitment up front, we introduced a free 5-minute assessment quiz. It was simple, fun, and got people engaged right away. That tiny action led to more people feeling ready to take the next step. We also reframed the value. Instead of just saying, $99 coaching call, we repositioned it as, gain a personalized action plan to grow your revenue in just 1 hour, for less than what you'd spend on a night out. Same price, totally different feel. Then came the social proof. We swapped vague testimonials for short video clips of real clients sharing specific wins. Suddenly, potential customers could see themselves in those stories. And finally, we added honest scarcity, a countdown for the last 10 slots of a free bonus offer. No pressure tricks, just a real reason to act now. Within a few weeks, conversions jumped by over 40%. Same product, same traffic, just smarter psychology. That's the power of understanding what really drives a yes. It's not about gimmicks or guessing, it's about speaking to the human brain in a way it naturally responds to. And when you do that, business gets a whole lot easier. Now it's your turn. Take a step back and audit your own customer journey. Walk through your website, your emails, your sales pages, look at it all through the lens of psychology. Are you overwhelming with options? Are you missing those little trust signals? Are you guiding people with small steps, or pushing too hard too soon? Start making those small, brain-friendly tweaks, and watch how your no's slowly turn into yeses. And if you think that was useful, wait till you see how pricing psychology can literally double your sales without changing your product. That's what we're diving into next, and trust me, you won't want to miss it.